everybody, I'm Lady Charlotte here, and I just thought that while I was out doing Uber, I would have a heart-to-heart talk with you. We're going to talk about mother-in-laws today. So I'm going to say some things that you wish you could tell your mother-in-law, but you won't tell her for the sake of saving your marriage or not causing problems in your marriage. Well, you know what? I'm single, so I can say all those things that you wish you could say. So let's get started. What on me? All right, number one, you want to tell your mother-in-law, mind her damn business. As Kevin Hart say, your damn business, mind your business. You got 2 failed marriages, can't find a boyfriend, don't nobody want to be around you, but yet you want to tell your daughter-in-law or son-in-law, your daughter or your son how to run their marriage. Well, you run your marriage into the damn ground, but now you want to tell somebody else how to run their marriage. Sit down and shut the hell up. That's what you can do. Get a big old cup of shut the hell up and drink it. Okay? See, I know that's what some of y'all want to say, so I'm going to say it for you. Also, you want to tell your mother-in-law, and you know that casserole you make, don't nobody like that. Don't nobody like that. With all your stuff in it. Don't nobody like that casserole with all the bone and the chicken gristle in it and the ingredients don't even make sense. It's hot. It's too damn hot. Can't nobody eat it. And on the other hand, it's just nasty as hell. Don't nobody want to eat that. But we eat it because the grandbabies feel sorry for you. I'm your daughter-in-law or your son-in-law, and they don't want to make their spouse mad because the spouse is giving them the side eye. You better eat this damn casserole. You better eat it. You better eat it. So you eat it, and you don't like it, but you eat it because you're a good husband and good wife. But you want to tell her, your ass can't cook, mother-in-law. You can't cook. All right. Some of y'all got them mother-in-laws that drink all day. You're a damn drunk. You a damn drunk. And don't nobody want to be over here. You drinking. Telling everybody business. Some of y'all got them mother-in-laws or father-in-laws. Just want to say what they want to say. Yeah, I like that. That wife you got there, son. Her titties sit high. I like that. Your mammy's titties is low. They hanging. Touching her knees. And you'd be so embarrassed. You just want to tell your daddy, shut the hell up. But you're scared you're going to go to hell. So you don't tell him. Your mama-in-law. Yeah, he look almost like your daddy. If I was younger, I'd give it to him. See, don't nobody want to hear that. Don't nobody want to hear that from you. Shut up. Don't nobody want to hear that from you. Another thing about your mother-in-law, we'll say you want to join a church. You and your wife or you and your husband looking to join a church, but they want you to join their church. Well, you don't like their church. I'm just saying, you don't want to go to their church. You want to start your own family traditions and find your own church for you and your husband and the kids. You don't want to go to your mother-in-law church or your father-in-law church or the church that they preach at, but you feel obligated. Y'all better stand up for yourselves. You better stand up for yourself and find your own church. If you go to church at all. Now, I ain't going to lie. I ain't been to church in a long time. Got my own issues with church. I love the Lord. I do. And I believe it speaks to me. But I got my own issues with the brick and mortar church. But we ain't going to talk in that. Because that's not my goal, to turn you away from the church. That's not what I'm trying to do. So, I'm not doing that. So, don't y'all think that's what I'm doing. I'm not doing that. Just right now, I don't go to a brick and mortar church. I get it other ways. I like it on the internet. I like to sit down and talk with my more spiritual elders. I talk to them. I talk to my mama. I read. And I research. But, I'll find a church home one day. Just right now, the church is in a state of turmoil. And anyway, that's something totally different. All right, so getting back to what I was talking about. Now let's talk about that mother-in-law that always want to freak your husband down. Now, son-in-law, you thinking, oh, God, I don't want to go to her house because when I go over to her house, my wife don't see where my mother-in-law is pinching on my ass or rubbing my ass or trying to give me the full frontal hug. Mother-in-laws, y'all know that shit is foul. Don't do that. That's foul and disrespectful, and you violate. Don't do that. Father-in-laws, you doing the same damn thing. Trying to feel them firm bosoms all up against your chest, and you want to hold her tight. She trying to push off, but you trying to hold her tight. Let it go, father-in-law. She don't want you. Now sometimes in the tabloids, we do see where the son-in-law and where the daughter-in-law do get up with the mother-in-law and the father-in-law. We do see that. But that's not typical. So don't be thinking it's going to happen to you. I don't want your pot belly hanging over your pants thinking you wear a size 30 when you're really in a 42. But you ain't going around your stomach. You put it around your damn waist and got your Dunlap hanging over your belt. I know you wear a 42. You don't wear a 30. But I ain't going to talk about that. That same thing with mother-in-laws. Be licking her lips and smoking her cigarette and trying to give you direct eye contact. Let me tell y'all something about direct eye contact. Let me tell you, if you don't know, let me tell you. When you're flirting with somebody, if you give them direct eye contact, you try to lock them in with your gaze, you are flirting. Everybody know that move. Whether you flirting with a female on a female, male on a male, male, female on a male. Whenever you try to lock somebody in with your gaze, you trying to get them. You flirting. Let's just call it what it is. Stop looking at me. I don't want you. Okay? Stop trying to look. Because I ain't looking at you. I'm looking everywhere else, but I ain't looking at you. So, in-laws, stop trying to lock gazes with your son-in-law and your daughter-in-law. No, you ain't got it no more and they don't want you. All right. Something else you want to tell your mother-in-law and your father-in-law? I don't like that old-ass perfume you be wearing. That Windsong. Polo Sport, Brute. What's that other one? With the cowboy. English leather. Oh, don't nobody want that. Don't nobody want to smell that on them all day. You done shook my hand. You done hugged me. Now I smell like Polo Sport all day or Polo. That's some cheap shit. I ain't gonna lie. And if you're wearing the steel, get rid of it. It's not cute. Get rid of it. Ain't nobody liking that. Go down to the department store. Find out what the happening is. Buy some of that. Because I like a man to smell good. You can be ugly as homemade sin, but you smell good. I'm going to look twice. I can't see your face. All I smell is you, but I can't see your face. But I'm going to look twice. And I'm going to look twice. You piquing my interest. Okay? Drop the Polo Sport English leather and the wood maker or whatever the hell it was. And what is that in that black bottle? Dracar. Let that shit go. Ain't nobody wearing that no more. Ain't nobody wearing that. Let it go. Pour it down the sink. Toss it. Take it to Goodwill. There's so many more beautiful scents out there. You don't have to wear them staples no more. Them the staples from back in the day. High school. Don't wear that no more. Let it go. Nothing you want to tell you. Hell, you know what? I'm going to flip it. Something you want to tell your husband or your wife. When your wife say, I'm going to go with your husband. When your husband say, these greens don't taste like my mama's greens. This pie don't taste like my mama's pie. It's good, but this spaghetti don't taste like my mama's spaghetti. You know what you can do? Go over there and fuck your mama. That's what you can do. Do that. I know that was raw for some of y'all ears, but I'm going to just tell you what I used to want to say to myself, or to them. You know what? Your mama ain't got this right here, though. She ain't got this right here. Go over there to your mama and see if you can get that from her. Fuck a damn pie. With greens and spaghettis. That's how I heard some people say it, spaghettis with an S. No, get what you're getting over here. We doing our own thing. I'm not going to cook like your mama. I'm not going to make my ribs like your daddy. I'm not doing that. I can't make them garlic mashed potatoes like your pa. Take what I got and love it, or don't love it and leave. Whatever. You know what? That's probably why I ain't married right now. That probably has something to do with it, because I ain't bending over backwards no more. I'm just not. Not bending over backwards. Not doing it. Eat or don't eat. Go to bed hungry. I don't care. I'll tell you, one time, I was messing with this dude. Well, actually, the last dude I dated 8 years ago. And I had him over, and I cooked dinner. And I got ready to make him a plate. All right, fed my kids first, gave them their plate first. So I'm gonna feed. If you my boyfriend or somebody I'm trying to get into, I'm gonna feed my kids first. Then I will make your plate. But if we're married, that's something we have to talk about. I need to know what my role is when I say, when I say this. The both of you have to agree on: do I feed the kids first before my husband, or do I feed my husband before I make the kids' plate? That's something to talk about. You may think it's trivial, but it's very important. It means a lot. It's about status in the house. It means a lot. That man, the breadwinner, I'm gonna make that man his plate first, then feed my kids, and then I make mine. Okay. That man is somebody I met and I'm trying to get into. My kids finna eat first. If you're a sorry ass husband, my kids gonna eat first. But that's something you really should talk about before you get married. That's really important. It seems trivial, but it's super important. So anyway, made this dude a plate after I fed my kids. Made this dude a plate. I give him his plate, and that dude say, "Let me see what this shit tastes like." I put my plate down on the little tray thing that I had. I stood up. I said, "Let me see your plate." He said, "Oh, okay." He gave me his plate. I went in the